And I remember I was just in the green room. I'm just like, fuck, maybe the joke is about Diddy.
Today we're diving into the wild world of Sean Diddy Combs and his notorious parties, the kind that make the eyes of even the most seasoned gossip enthusiast pop out. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Joe Rogan and comedian Andrew Schulz didn't just touch the surface, they plunged headfirst into the murky waters of conspiracy theories, secret tapes.
Yeah. He got caught up in the raid and he was yelling, "I'm a celebrity! I'm a celebrity!" It was like one of...
And what might just be the wildest behind-the-scenes parties in Hollywood history. Let's get gossipy and speculative, shall we? Rogan, never one to shy away from controversial topics, kicked off with a bang. "It's hard to know what's true," he said, "but people genuinely love it when someone like Diddy gets caught. The glee that people have is weird. And isn't it? The public seems to revel in the downfall of the mighty, and with the Diddy's name repeatedly in the headlines for all the wrong reasons, the chatter has reached a fever pitch. To fully appreciate the drama, we need to rewind a bit. In the past few months, Diddy has been hit with allegations that would make a soap opera blush. We're talking accusations of violence, sexual assault, and even hidden cameras. Rolling Stone didn't hold back, compiling a comprehensive list of accusations from big names like Drake and producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones. The most explosive claims came from Jones, who alleges that Diddy coerced him into soliciting prostitutes and drugged him over a year-long period. Now, here's where it gets even juicier. Jones isn't just claiming misconduct, he's saying Diddy had hundreds of cameras hidden in his homes across Los Angeles, New York, and Miami. Yes, you heard that right. Hundreds of cameras. The purpose? To record what exactly? That's where our imaginations start running wild. Fast forward to March 25th, and the plot thickens. Homeland Security investigators, in an almost cinematic display of power, executed search warrants at Diddy's properties in Miami and the exclusive Holmby Hills suburb of Los Angeles. The Associated Press reported these raids were tied to sex trafficking allegations made by multiple plaintiffs. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill celebrity scandal. This is federal. On the April 6th episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Joe Rogan and Schulz ventured into conspiracy territory. Schulz, ever the provocateur, suggested the feds weren't just after Diddy. When the feds rolled up with the fucking Hummers and shit, they were like, it wasn't about Diddy. It was about if there were tapes of powerful people there, Schulz speculated. The theory? Powerful individuals, potentially caught on these alleged hidden cameras, might have pushed for the raids to scrub any incriminating evidence. It's the stuff of Hollywood thrillers, but here we are discussing it in real life. Now, let's talk about the parties. These aren't your average Hollywood gatherings. Diddy's bashes have been the stuff of legend for years, often described as freak-offs. Wild, bacchanalian events where anything goes. Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, alleged in her lawsuit that these parties involved being forced to have sex with male prostitutes while Diddy filmed. This isn't just salacious gossip, these are allegations made in legal documents. Stevie J, Diddy's longtime collaborator, was also named in Jones' lawsuit. In one particularly eyebrow-raising claim, Jones alleges that Diddy used Stevie J's access to groom and entice him into engaging in homosexuality. This allegation included an explicit screenshot purportedly used to ease his anxiety about these encounters being normal in the music industry. So why haven't these ritualistic parties made more of a splash in the mainstream media? Well, it all circles back to power and influence. Diddy isn't just a music mogul, he's an institution. His connections run deep in Hollywood and beyond, mingling with A-list celebrities, influential executives, and even politicians. These relationships create a formidable shield against negative press. Aaron Dyer, Combs' attorney, criticized the federal raids, labeling them as a witch hunt driven by meritless accusations. He claimed the raids were an unprecedented ambush designed to paint Diddy in the worst possible light. And in a media landscape where perception often equals reality, controlling the narrative is crucial. Let's speculate a bit. Imagine you're a powerful figure who's attended Diddy's parties. You've let loose in ways you wouldn't want splashed across the tabloids or, worse, used against you in court. The prospect of hidden cameras capturing your every move is terrifying. If these cameras do exist and have recorded sensitive material, it's not a stretch to think these individuals might leverage their power to ensure this evidence never sees the light of day. In the wake of these allegations, Diddy has been in full damage control mode. He's denied all accusations, stating he's the target of a smear campaign. Enough is enough, he declared in a December 6th post on X, formerly Twitter. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. His legal team, led by Sean Hawley, has been equally aggressive. Hawley claimed they have overwhelming, indisputable proof that Jones' allegations are false. But the court of public opinion is another beast entirely, and once these types of allegations are out there, they stick. Consider this: if Diddy has indeed recorded high-profile guest status parties, these tapes are nuclear. We're talking career-ending, possibly even freedom-threatening material. The idea that federal authorities would be interested in such tapes isn't far-fetched. And if these tapes implicate other powerful people, you bet they'd move heaven and earth to keep them under wraps. There's also the element of schadenfreude. As Rogan pointed out, people love seeing the mighty fall. Diddy has been a cultural icon for decades, and there's a certain perverse pleasure in watching someone of his stature get embroiled in scandal. It's a reminder that no one is untouchable, not even the king of bad boy records. Another layer to this already convoluted story is the victims who have come forward. Cassie's allegations of being forced into sex with male prostitutes while being filmed.
It's not that you're a sociopath, it's just that that's part of the gig.
Yes.
Like, you're not a sociopath with your friends.
No, I think I'm maybe
add a sinister dimension to these parties. Her lawsuit, which was settled almost immediately, raises eyebrows. Why the quick settlement? Is there a hidden story behind the scenes, perhaps involving more hush money than we can imagine? And then there's the anonymous Jane Doe, whose allegations of gang rape and sex trafficking paint a horrific picture of what might have gone on behind closed doors. These stories, combined with the federal interest, suggest that there's much more beneath the surface than we can see. Hollywood is a place where everyone knows everyone, and Diddy's parties were a hotspot for A-list celebrities. Imagine the guest list: actors, musicians, politicians, and business moguls, each one of them a potential witness or participant in the debauchery. These connections aren't just about friendship, they're about power, influence, and the ability to make or break careers. Stevie J's involvement and the subsequent allegations against him add another layer of intrigue. As a well-known figure in the music industry, his association with Diddy's alleged activities make the story even juicier. When Jones claimed that Diddy used Stevie J to lure him into compromising situations, it wasn't just a personal betrayal, it was a strategic move in a much larger game. We can't talk about Diddy without mentioning the influence of money. Lots of money. His wealth has been a key factor in managing these allegations. Settlements like the one with Cassie often involve substantial sums designed to keep the details out of the public eye. This practice isn't unique to Diddy. It's a common tactic among the wealthy and powerful to avoid prolonged legal battles and damaging publicity. But money doesn't just buy silence, it buys loyalty. Diddy's entourage, including his legal team, is well compensated to protect his interests. This financial power plays a significant role in shaping public perception and controlling the narrative. In a world where headlines can be bought and sold, having deep pockets is a strategic advantage. One of the most intriguing aspects of this saga is how Diddy has managed to maintain a relatively positive public image despite the mounting allegations. His public statements, carefully crafted by his PR team, portray him as a victim of a smear campaign. By framing the narrative as a witch hunt, Diddy attempts to garner sympathy and deflect attention from the allegations themselves. This psychological play extends to his appearance. Diddy has been seen in Miami-Dade County, engaging with fans and maintaining a facade of normalcy. These public sightings are more than just casual outings. They're strategic moves designed to show the world that he remains unfazed by the accusations. So what's next for Sean Diddy Combs? The legal battles are far from over, and the full extent of the allegations is yet to be revealed. As more plaintiffs come forward and investigations continue, the public will be watching closely. Will Diddy's empire crumble under the weight of these accusations, or will he manage to weather the storm and emerge unscathed? And that, guys, is the latest from the world of Sean Diddy Combs. Stay tuned, because in Hollywood, the story is never truly over.